Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning into another video. Just wanted to show you guys my new truck picked up last week. I'm super stoked about it. I know I do mostly videos about, you know, the side-by-sides and the ATVs and stuff, but you know, it is an off-road truck, so to speak, so I figured it would fit the channel narrative, and it's what I'm going to be using to haul my toys around. So I just want to show you around the truck real quick, talk about it, and kind of brag about it a little bit. I'm a little excited. So it's a 2021 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. So if anybody doesn't know what the TRD Pro is, TRD Pro package is basically something they sell a limited number of in the Tacoma, 4Runner, and Tundra. And then they make some Sequoias also with the TRD Pro package. And basically what you get is Fox suspension, a couple inch lift in the front, so it's about 2 inches higher in the front than a standard Tundra would be. You get special TRD Pro wheels. You get the Heritage Toyota grill with the name Toyota across it, and on the Tundra you get the hood scoop. Same thing with the Tacoma. On the Tundra you also get these Rigid Industries fog lights. Those things are awesome. I drove it last night at night for the first time, and where I live it's black. There's no street lights or anything coming down the road with those fog lights on, and everything. It just lights up the whole road. It's great. As you see, the truck is out as it came, the way I bought it. It also comes with TRD Pro Dual Exhaust with the black tips. It says TRD on them. It's true dual exhaust. Both comes out both sides. Duals straight back from the engine. Two separate mufflers, so it's true dual exhaust system. Blacked out badging. It's got the TRD Pro stamped in the bedside. So the only options you can get are to add, so to speak, is, you know, small things. So the way most of the options come standard. TRD Pro comes the way it comes. So I think you can add a certain things. So what I added was the option for the tailgate lock that locks with the remote when you lock the car. So when you hit the button to lock your doors, it unlocks the tailgate. I got the inserts on the stamping on the tailgate in black, and then I got the bed liner, spray-in bed liner, factory bed liner. It says Tundra back there, and then the Predator side steps. I didn't want the Predator side steps, but it was already on the build sheet for one that was being allocated to the dealer, and they couldn't remove it. So my first thing was like, I was going to pick them up. I was going to take them off and sell them immediately and get different steps. But I actually kind of like them, so I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. The only negative to them is if you're doing any significant off-roading is they hang down the loops on the steps, which is the one thing I don't really like. But yes, it truck's badass. I really like it. Here's the shot of the suspension. That's the front. You get the TRD Pro skid plate as well. Full. So that's like 1/4 inch thick aluminum. It's really heavy duty. And then in the rear, you got the Fox shocks as well, with also reservoir shocks. You can see there. All right. So really, really nice truck. Absolutely love it. This is the last year for this body style Tundra. They're coming out with a complete redesign for 2022. So last of the V8 supposedly too. It's going to be a twin turbo V6 in the new ones, kind of like the Ford's doing with the Raptor and all that. So I wanted to get this before they stopped making them. I just love this body style. I've always wanted a TRD Pro. And as many of you probably know, that if you're shopping for trucks, the market right now is absolutely crazy. So I'll admittedly say I'm a Toyota truck fanboy. And so I've always wanted a TRD Pro Tacoma. I need a Tundra because I haul my toys around, so I need a full-size truck. So I've always wanted a TRD Pro of some sort. I've been trying to talk my wife even to getting a TRD Pro 4Runner for forever. So in past, I was like, I didn't want to spend the money, you know. And right now, with the way the market is and not being able to get trucks and stuff, some of these dealerships are really greedy, and they're marking these things up $5,000-$10,000 over sticker price even. Now typically you can't really get anything off of sticker. Paying MSRP is usually a good deal for a TRD Pro because there's a limited number made, and they just sell. You know, they're usually gone before they hit the lot, which was the case with this one. I put a deposit on it, waited for about a month and a half to come in. So long story short, I called a bunch of dealerships to see if I could get one after I sold my Silverado. I had a Silverado Trail Boss, which I don't know if any of you guys seen on if you follow me on Instagram. If you don't, you should follow me, Odyssey_Offroad on Instagram. And then I had a Silverado Trail Boss. It was a 2020, 5.3, 10-speed tranny. I loved the truck. And the sticker on that one was also about as much as the sticker on this one. But, you know, Chevy, Fords, you know, at times tend to give a lot of, and even Dodge, Ram, I should say, tend to give a big rebate, at times, at certain times of the year, and you can get a good deal. So when I bought the truck, the Silverado, I got a huge rebate, and I paid less than $50 for the truck. So now fast forward a year later, and I had some equity in the truck. I sold it for more than I paid for it. Had about $4,000 in my pocket. I added a little bit to that, put down on this one, and financed about the same amount of money as I was paying for the Silverado, and it's a truck I've always wanted. So you see the interior, red stitching, Tundra TRD Pro floor mats. It says TRD Pro in the leather seats, red stitching. All right. See the stereo system. It's got dual climate control, USB ports and charging. Just TRD Pro there on center console, which is tremendous. The other thing great about the dealership I bought it at, I was at the parts department before we left, signed all the paperwork. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a hat. I saw some cool hats there, and salesman was like, no man, I'll buy you. I'll buy you the hat. Which, you know, I get he just sold me, you know, $56,000 truck, but he didn't have to do that. That was pretty cool of him, I thought. So he bought me the hat. Pretty cool. Sunroof, comes with the sunroof, TRD Pro package. That's what it includes. Has the red stitching across the dash and the door panels. The back seat on this thing, so this is the Crew Max Tundra, so it's gigantic. You could literally sleep back here and be comfortable. You know, it's when my little guy's sitting back here, he can't even reach the front seats with his legs, which is nice. So, you know, seats come up, you can put some more stuff under there. So it comes with the all-weather floor mats. I don't know what to say. I added the LED bulbs. It comes with regular incandescent yellow bulbs. I switched it all out to LED. I also switched the bed cargo lamps, the clear lights up there, out to LED, and LED for the license plate lamps. So let me show you the inside quick here, and get out of the heat. It's like 96 degrees today, and then give you a little bit taste of that exhaust. That's stock factory badass sounding exhaust system, so don't even have to upgrade that. It's got power driver seats and power passenger seats on this car. So stereo system's great. It's updated in 2020, so when I shopped around, I even looked at maybe some used ones, just knowing that these things are hard to get and they're expensive. So if I were to find one, maybe very, very low mileage. But I wanted a 2020 and up, because the 2020, 2021s have upgraded, you know, some things on the interior, upgraded infotainment system, with some options, the dual climate control standard, and the 3 charging ports on the bottom is interesting. So on my Silverado, let me just turn this air conditioning down. So on my Silverado, was kind of a pain in the neck. So you'd have multiple charging ports on that too. But you'd plug in one phone and you'd be using, say, Android Auto, which this truck also has that, and onboard navigation. So you have onboard navigation with live updates from Toyota. It'll automatically update the maps with, you know, new streets, road closures, got traffic, all that stuff. And it's live updates just like Google Maps does. So you can use your Android Auto and Google Maps, or you can use the onboard, which I've tried it a few times and it works really, really well. So anyway, get back to what I was saying. So if you were to have your phone plugged in, say you use an Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, and then you plug another phone in, so like in my Chevy, my wife would plug hers in, say, to charge it in the other port, and the stereo system would get confused in the Chevy. You'd be like, oh, we detected another phone, what do you want us to do? And you'd have to like hit cancel or turn off Android Auto, and sometimes it'd mess up the one you were using, and you'd have to restart it. It was kind of weird. So the way this one is, only if you plug into this port will it work the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. If you plug into these two ports, this is charging only. It doesn't connect to the stereo. So the stereo only communicates with this port, which is nice because this way only the driver needs to have their phone hooked up. You know what I'm saying? And you can also, you know, obviously hook your phone up without the wire, just using Bluetooth. You know, if you just want to get your phone calls, your messages, and stuff like that. But if you want to use Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, you plug it into there, and it's good to go. So what else can I say about it? I mean, you guys have probably all seen Tundras by now, but I don't know. Everybody talks about Tundra, thinks they're dated and stuff. I think they're great. It's got a ton of options. It's got almost every option that my Silverado had. Really nothing that it didn't. And the suspension on this truck, which I showed you guys already, is just amazing. It handles unbelievable. You go over rough roads, and I could fly down the road with potholes. The road going to my house is a mess. It's a pretty rural spot. It's only like 150 home community out, like, you know, way far away from town, and the road on going there is really beat up. It hasn't been repaved in 100 years, it looks like. And my Silverado, there was spots where that thing only had like Rancho shocks, which are garbage. The truck was great. I'm not knocking the Silverado. It was a great truck. I had zero issues with it, no problems at all. I have to take that back. I had one issue: the back window had a leak. I took it to the dealer, they fixed it, never had a problem since. But the Rancho shocks are just generic junk. I would hit a pothole, one of the bumps in the road there, and the ass end of that truck would almost hop into the other lane. So this truck here, man, I mean, I could just fly over the rough roads, and it just eats it up like it's nothing. That Fox suspension is just unbelievable. I'll give you guys another quick look at that. But yeah, this thing is awesome. I love it. Love the truck. I added the AJT Designs cup holder trim. Come from the factory. This is chrome. And I'm not a huge fan of chrome, so I got rid of that chrome piece. There's a little bit of other chrome in here, but it's not bad. And I can delete all that. They have AJT Designs makes components to, you know, cover up the chrome in a lot of the areas, but it's just the little touches don't bother me. But that big gigantic chrome cup holder was an eyesore, so I got rid of that. That was the first thing I did to the truck. And then I did the window tint. I'll show you that. When it came to the dealer, I told him, don't touch it, don't put window tint, don't do nothing. So I got a buddy who owns a glass and window tint place here in Tucson, Dwight's Auto Glass, and he is a really good guy. He's like, hey man, we are a dealer for Autobahn window tint. He goes to I3 ceramic Autobahn tint. It's the best you're gonna get. So I said, all right, we'll do it. So we went with 33% all around, all the windows. Even over the back, which have the factory tint, so they're a little darker. The front is just 33%, and then I did the full windshield. Windshield's like 70%. It almost looks clear, you can barely tell, but it eats up all the UV rays, so the dash don't get hot. You don't cook in the sun while you're driving. And then I did the 5% on the eyebrow on the top. So you guys noticed that before, but so full tint on the windshield. The only thing I didn't tint was the sunroof. I didn't really need it because this shade is the thick insulated one, and it blocks all the heat. My brother had a Dodge Ram where it was just kind of like a mesh net, and you felt the sun beating on you, so he had to do the ceramic tint on his sunroof. I didn't have to do it on this one, but so it saves a couple bucks. Toyota gives you a nice first aid kit there, so that's pretty cool. I just stuck it right there. It was under the seat when I got it, but so as you can see, power passenger seats as well. JBL stereo system. My downfall of JBL really is the subwoofer ain't so hot, but I'm going to upgrade that. The rest of the stereo system sounds great. It's super crisp, very clear. But yeah, I'll give you another quick shot of that suspension. And yeah, so future mods. I'm going to get the TRD Pro bed in, the bedside inlays. I'm going to get the TRD, I think, TRD in red and then Pro in black. Let me know what you guys think. I was thinking all black. A couple people were like, no, I'll get the TRD in red and the Pro in black. that would just kind of pop with the red on the wheels, and you know, the red suspension. Just give a little bit of accent, not be too much. But yeah, I love the blacked out look of this truck. The color is called Lunar Rock. It's a specific color for the TRD Pro, limited number, probably about less than 500 of them they made for this year in this color, and it's just badass. I love it. I'll tell you right now, guys, there is deals to be had if you get a good dealership. Another shot of that suspension. I paid for this truck. Not only did I pay sticker price, but you know, on the if you look on your window sticker, then it has the delivery and handling fee, which is part of the sticker price. I didn't even pay that. So I think the truck with all the options and stuff was like 55 and change, and then the delivery and handling fee is like 1,600. When I went to financing and I knew how much money I was putting down, and I figured how much I should be financing, it was less than what I thought. And I'm like saying to myself, what the hell's wrong here? Did like truck not come with an option that I ordered? And I had looked the truck over before that, and I thought I noticed everything. So when I got out to the truck to leave, I was like looking at the paperwork, and they didn't charge me the delivery and handling fee, which is like $1,600 savings. So not only did I not pay dealer markup that some of these other crooks are charging at these other dealerships, but I didn't even pay delivery and handling fee. So the dealership was Sierra Toyota in Sierra Vista, Arizona. If you're anywhere near Arizona or southern Arizona, you want to buy a Toyota. Even if they don't have it in stock, they can order a few, get it allocated. I strongly suggest using them. They're honest, great guys. They're not trying to rip you off. The finance guy explained every line of the financing of the document that I signed. It wasn't just like sign here, sign here, sign here, and rush out the door. And I already knew what I was signing, because I've bought new cars before. But the time they take with you and explain everything, they don't try to sell you all kinds of junk and rip you off. I had a great experience. I will only use them from now on moving forward, and they earned a customer for me. So if all your other Toyota dealerships out there and salesmen that are maybe watching this, stop ripping people off with your dealer markups, because I'll tell you what, I bought 2 Toyotas from another Toyota dealership, and I called that dealership and told them, hey man, I'm a repeat customer. I bought 2 trucks there before. I'm looking for a TRD Pro Tundra, and they're like, oh yeah, we got one coming in. We can sell it to you, $7,500 markup though. Dealer, market adjustment they call it. And I'm like, man, I bought 2 trucks there before. You're gonna charge me $7,500 over sticker price for a truck? I want to give you my business. And they're like, nope, that's it. That's what I was selling it for. If you don't want it, somebody else will pay it. I'm like, well, you lost me as a customer. So, you may be making a killing, ripping somebody off over sticker price, but you ain't getting that customer back ever to come buy another vehicle from you. And average nowadays, people keep their vehicles 2 or 3 years to get a new one. So a couple of years from now, when that guy's shopping for another one or shopping for a vehicle for his wife, they ain't going to you. So that's a one-time buyer only. You just ripped off. So congratulations, you made a ton of money that week. But 10 months from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you ain't getting a repeat customer. So that's all I got to say about that. I'm going to go off on a tangent, but these dealerships really annoy the hell out of me with ripping people off. But just wanted to show you guys, I'm super excited about this truck. I absolutely love it. I've been just driving it around, going nowhere. The last few days, the past week I've had it. Just love it. It's just an awesome truck. I've always wanted it, and I'm just super excited to have it. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I got a lot more content coming up on the quads and the side-by-sides. We're going to UTV Takeover soon, and hopefully maybe the 250R Legends Tour, the ATV meetup in Little Sarah, Oklahoma, beginning of next month, October. So thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you on the next video.